My earliest memory was not of the program, but it was of Tony and Ray Leary. So Tony and Ray went to high school at Jefferson with my mother, so they were all friends. So they knew me as a kid before I joined the program. We were kids in the park that some of those kids grew to be, gang members and drug dealers, but they were my homies from around the way. And so we were in the park and someone told me about this new drug. A boy poured a few rocks into my hand, and I remember touching the rocks, and as soon as I did that, someone literally grabbed me by my collar, and I turned around and it was Tony Hobson. And he said, "What the hell are you doing?" He was like, "Not cool. You need to choose who you're going to be today. And today you're either going to join us in the gym and play and go on to be successful, or you're going to be one of these kids who hangs out in this park for the rest of your life."
Rukaiyah was really excited about being a part of SEI. They were just fired up, running up and down that court, and we were really proud of her. I really believe that being a part of SEI for the time that she was helped out with the balance of her being able to be a part of the neighborhood.
All of these generations of people have been building up, working to give us this incredible life we live. In my family, in one generation, we went from my mom, who had access to a high school education, to me with a Juris Doctorate and managing hundreds of billions of dollars. When I was a kid in Northeast Portland, girls were discouraged from math and science. I'm pretty sure I was sort of pushed away from it, but I loved math and science. And even in high school, there were explicit statements about girls in math. And my job today is a math job. I do math for a living. Meyer Memorial Trust is a foundation that was formed as a gift from Fred Meyer. When he planned his estate, he gave his assets to the people. And we sold the grocery store business. He owned a lot of real estate. We sold that as well. And the funds came into an endowment that I manage today for the benefit of all Oregonians. Over the years, I have benefited from the philanthropy. They supported SEI. And so it's a beautiful privilege to have been the recipient of the grant making and now be in charge of growing the corpus and sharing the wealth with the state. And some of that courage to do that started in the gym at Jefferson High School.
My name is Dana Sheppard, and I am first cousins with Rukaiyah. I do remember Rukaiyah playing basketball, practicing. We spent time at the park. Rukaiyah will forever be known of pushing the bar, not having a ceiling, for doing whatever it is that she set her mind to.
Basketball gave me a way to be a diplomat. I played for SEI, and then I played on my high school team, and there were club teams, and I went on to play in college. In fact, I remember learning to shoot a free throw, and I'm pretty sure Damon Stoudemire was the person who taught me how to shoot a free throw.
I met Rukaiyah at Harriet Tubman Middle School. We were in 7th grade. To me, what makes Rukaiyah special and makes her stand out is she's aggressive, she knows what she wants, she knows how she gets it, and she commands respect when she walks in the room. She can be a little bit intimidating, quiet as kept. I see her being an inspiration to not only the young women of today, but I see her being an inspiration to the men, because I know a lot of people that went to school with her. I know they have to be proud of her and feel the same way.
It was so inspiring to be a little girl coming through in the early stages of SEI. I was in the first class of kids to really go through Tubman as a middle school, and that school was conceived through the advocacy of Tony and Ray and Ron and Joyce. And now, what we didn't anticipate was that it would take 40 years for those kids to acquire power and begin to use it. So what you're seeing is, now we're coming of age. We now can succeed without forsaking our community. We can succeed without being outside of it. We can hold on to our shared future and not just have individual success. And I think that's surprising people. But it's not surprising to me, considering what kind of ideas we were exposed to when we were very young here.
I've known Rukaiyah as long as I can remember. Rukaiyah, to me, epitomizes leadership. someone that wants to see everyone do their best. She pulls out the best in people. She pushes you to your limits, but to want to come back to your hometown and to truly make a difference says something about who you are on the inside.
My name is Bernard Kalman. I met Rukaiyah in about 3rd grade. For me, Rukaiyah is one of the dearest friends that I have in life. Rukaiyah is very passionate, first and foremost. Anything that Rukaiyah has ever done, I've always known her to put her heart into it and fully. In the end, I think Rukaiyah really represents the perseverance and the faith that our ancestors in our community have put into us.
We're just a part of a long arc of Americans aspiring to actually achieve the ideals that we set out when this country was formed. None of us intend to take the privilege and the investments that they made in us and go and hide somewhere else. None of us intend to take the privilege and the investments and convert them just to personal wealth. We're way past that now. Now the thousands of graduates that SEI has produced, we are all now scattered around the country, around the world, achieving things, generating economic output. It's not just that we're productive citizens, which I know was the thought in the early days. We are leaders who will transform our society. We're not just participants in the society.
I envision Rukaiyah's legacy to be an extension of our great-grandmother, Inez Davis, one of resilience, one of triumph, one of victory, of being unapologetically Black and an unapologetically Black woman who will give everything that they have for the community and for family.
So Rukaiyah's legacy, I believe, is that she's going to, first of all, be true to herself and the visions that she has for her community and what she'd like to continue to give and to grow.
Rukaiyah's legacy is going to be helping take the city of Portland to the next level. She just needs to keep inspiring, and inspiring, and that's something that I know she'll do.
Rukaiyah's legacy is going to be known as by the word impact. I think that the word impact is going to just ring out through anything that you think about with her and her legacy, because she is making her mark.
I believe Rukaiyah will leave a legacy. I think everything she does day in, day out is really about creating a better community here in Portland.
Rukaiyah, I am so very proud of you. I love you so much, and I don't believe that I could have had a better daughter.
I just want to say that Mama Inez Davis, Christine Hill, and Cleon Hill are very, very proud of you. They're looking at you, they're smiling, they're celebrating you, and we'll continue to celebrate you as well. I love you more than words can speak.